Hi, this is Rick McCain, and I'm here with my wife, Brenda McCain, from Let's Stay Together Talk and Let's Play. And we have the fortunate honor to be with Jackie Taylor. Jackie, how you doing?
I'm absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Rick and Brenda.
Put that a little bit
And
closer.
she's so darn bubbly. I love it. And we are at the Black Ensemble Theater with the phenomenal Jackie Teller. So you ready to give it to us real and straight?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can't. That's all. The only way I can be is real and straight. That's
what
it.
we love. Sure.
So, Jackie, just tell us about you and, the title that you have here at Black Ensemble.
Well, I am the founder, the CEO, and executive director of the Black Ensemble Theater.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
She holds 3 titles.
three titles. And, baby, I know you got some questions over there. I can go from the cuff, so it doesn't really
Okay.
matter.
Well, Miss Jackie, what made you decide to open up the Black Ensemble?
Oh, there was a dire need for us to control our own destiny. And the Black Ensemble Theater represents control. I'm an actress, and I worked quite heavily, but what was on the scene for African American artists, we all have always had a very strong theater community, but I felt that we needed to have a place where both union actors and non-union actors could work, that we controlled, and as African American people. And that's why I started the Black Ensemble. Also, my first film was Cooley High, and Cooley High propelled me into the national arena as an actress. And what was available for me were roles that I refused to play. I refused to exemplify my community in a negative way on any level. And that was 1974, after I made Cooley High, where the kind of roles that were available to me. Let me begin. I was a teacher, and I had taught thousands of kids nonviolence and love of self and high self-respect and high self-esteem. That was my mantra. And I knew that they would not be able to tell the difference between Miss Taylor the teacher and Miss Taylor the actress. So I refused to make the kind of films that they wanted me to make. And I decided, after I got out of that contract, to come full circle in terms of starting a theater that would exemplify who we were as an African American people, and acknowledge our greatness, and the strength of our history, and the positivity of who we were, and control the images and control the messages. So that's why I started the Black Ensemble.
So, Jackie, what you're talking about is so important. But starting off something for an African American to try to get a theater had to be kind of difficult. How did you go about doing that?
Life is hard. Anything that you set out to do is going to be difficult. You can't let difficulties stand in your way, or you'll never do anything. But I was a graduate of Loyola University at that time with a bachelor's in theater at that time. And Dennis Zajac, who was my professor all 4 years, he instilled in all of us a sense of accomplishment of what we could achieve as artists. And with that foundation and with tenacity, and I grew up in Cabrini, and growing up in a difficult environment prepares you for life, for real.
Yeah.
And
No acting there.
Nope. So so I've always had an innate strength and endurance and moving forward, because I just never doubted what I could achieve. Period. The theater at that time, I borrowed some money, and I said, God, I need a theater. I need a space to work from. And I was walking down the street and I looked up and it said theater for rent. And I said, okay, well, thank you. And I went inside. And the man, he said, how can I help you, little lady? Because he thought I was a teenager. But that's how I got the role in Cooley High. I was not a teenager. I was definitely.
Really?
No, my daughter, at that time, was, I can't even remember now, but no, I wasn't a teenager. But he thought I was, and I said, I want to start a theater. Actually, I said, I have a theater company. The name of the company is Black Ensemble Theater, and the mission is to eradicate racism, and I'm looking for a space. And he said, well, this space is for rent, and it'll cost you $750 a month for the space. It'll cost you $250 a month for the lights and another $250 a month for the sound. So he said, you're looking at about $1,200 or $1,300 a month. I said, I'm going to give you $250 a month for your space. And that's all inclusive because it's sitting here and you ain't getting nothing. I said, you can take it or leave it. And he laughed just like you laughed. He said, okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
Wow.
He didn't know who he was messing with, that child of God over. Like, this is what I'm giving you.
Yeah, that is an impressive story.
Very. We need to try that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.